So really, to understand what a flat 7 is, you got to know kind of the tail end of the G scale on a G7. It's called a G7. It's called a dominant. If you say seventh, you usually think of that as what's called a major 7. We'll get over into that later on. That's more of a jazz thing, okay? But G7 is the notes G, okay, B, and F. And your flat 7 is always one whole tone below the root, which is 2 semitones, which is kind of like a British thing, but it's 2 half tones, okay? Tone being, there's always a note in between, a tone or a step. Okay, I know it's kind of weird, just because there's more than one way to think about that. But a G7 is a G, B, and F. Okay? Here is the way you make a G7. Here's a G, here's a G7. Now, did I not take this down to, want to get fancy, 2 semitones? There's a semitone, there's where you're starting from, and there's another semitone, or a whole step down, okay? Okay, so you just change your fingers around, okay? So you have, let me go over these notes for you so you can really see what's going on, and this helps you. You can do this with every key, every scale, okay? And so this right here is a G chord, and it's got to have, and it's actually a G7. It can only have the notes of the 1, the 3, the 5 is not necessary, and the flat 7. The 1 is a G, the 3 is a B. You're going up like on a piano, it doesn't matter, you can do it on a guitar. 1, 3, okay, 1, 2, 3, okay. It can have the 5, which would be a D, okay. And here is a G, by the way. So you go down here. That's your that right there. I'm taking a guess is an F because here's a G. Okay, nothing but it's nothing like being proved that this is an F. And this is an F, and this is an F, and this is an F, 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 and there's a whole bunch of them, okay? But, and always, and you got an F here, there's your F, okay? So, we've proven, well, we haven't proven anything. We're just saying, when I make this chord right here, I should find nothing but the notes of G, B, D, see, G1, the 3, the major third, must be major, because that's a dominant chord, it's always major. No minor sound, no sad sound. G, B, and D, that's the 1, 3, 5. I hope you're staying with me, okay? Trying to make this as simple as possible, and then when I show you this next part, you're going to go, oh, I like that, okay? Just bear with me, but so we can see what we're doing, okay? It's like when I'm working on a car, I like to know, why does the carburetor do this? And why does the electronic ignition do this? And why do I have to do this? I want to know the details. By knowing the details, you don't skip steps. You don't forget to put the jack underneath the car. You don't, when you do, you got the idea. So music is no different, okay? So if I had 1 in G would be what? It'd be G. It's the root. We'll call it the root. That's another thing too for the new learners. Okay, you're going to have roots. Regular piano has about 7 or 8 roots of each note. So G, G, G in different positions as the octaves go up. Okay, so if I now say, and I've got to have a B, that's a 3, and I've got to have a flat 7. Okay, I got to have a flat 7. Okay. And that is an F. We're going to just go over those things. And the one that I don't have to have is a D, which is a 5. And what it's called the 3 because it's G, A, B. And then C, D. D is your 5. And E is your 6. And your flat 7 is F. Okay? So we're going to see the main things we need is 1, 3, 5, flat 7. And that's the ones that we'll find in this chord, this right here. Let's see if we can find them. G7. G7. Let's see if we can find them. Okay, this is a G, this is a B, this is a D, this is a G again, this is the B, and this is your flat 7 right there. Okay? Proved point. Now, if I prove that to you, gone into long detail, and that's nothing. I sometimes write little books to some of the channels, and I don't mean to it. I start out simple, and all of a sudden I'm into something that's really struggling. I'm struggling to learn. Okay, but anyways, G, B, F. Okay, so that's G. Okay, and so G7. Now, if I take this right here and move my fingers around, hear that train is coming. Da, 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 da. See, da, 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 da. Now the C7 you already know, but let me show you why it's a C7. A C7, just take my word for it, 1, 3, 5, flat 7. You don't even need the 5. 5 is optional, but you really kind of want it, okay? So it's C, E, G, B flat, okay? And let's see if we can't find C, E, G, B flat. Now, if I'm playing this right here, okay? If I'm playing that right there, that's C and G. So that's a 1 and that's a 5, okay? So it's a little point here while I'm here, and it's, forget about this for this lesson, but I want to point it out to the viewers. If this is a 1 and 5 this way, which is a C and G, watch me count. C, D, E, F, G. That's 5, right? Okay? Now watch this. If I count going this way, this is a 1 to 4, this is a 1 to 5 going this way, but if I go this way, the G goes G, A, B, C, which is 4. So, circle of fifths is climbing one way and going down the other way, but one is a fourth and one is a fifth. It's just the way it works. So if I'm going like this, I hit a 1 to 5, and then I'm going to hit a 5 to 1 this way. I don't know, it's just messed up. Okay, so that was a little Johnny Cash thing, I think, there. Okay, so now, we go. I've been told he put a dollar bill underneath his strings to get the sound he got. But anyways, so if I'm telling you that the C7, okay, the C7 has the notes C, E, and a B flat, okay? They just do. That's the 1, 3, and the flat 7. And I want to show you, especially on the C scale, which has nothing but what's called natural notes. They're all the white notes. They're the natural notes to the piano, okay? There's no flats or sharps in it. Now I want to show you something. If I did this right here, okay? Because here's what I'm going to drive at. This is what we're going to do, okay? I'm in G. I don't know what key he did it in. I think he did in C. I don't know. And there's lots of songs like this. So, and that probably wasn't the way he did it, but I'm just, you can do a lot of songs with it like that. So watch this. So I can play a song like this. Now, this right here, and we'll get into all the little bit of theory. I did say a minute ago, I'm going to show you where flat 7 comes from, how it relates to the scale and everything. Just bear with me. This is where we're going temporarily. This is where we're heading, okay? And the other part is the theory of it. This is the fun part. It's in loads and loads of songs. We could do the I don't know what the key Johnny did the song in, and that's not the right. I think he did in C. Now that's the C7. It's only played right there. But when you're playing blues, a lot of times, and you can get around with da 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 da. Now that's just giving you get lots of different choices, but I want to show you how to get away with accompanying somebody or having your own fun and it just blues. Da 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 da. Not a singer, not a blues player. I kind of more of a blues player, but not a singer, definitely. You get your guitar and you get it, and you put it on, get that Fender or Gibson, whatever you got, the amplifier. Put it on distortion. I like a Telly myself, and I own a Strat copy of a Stratocaster. It's a copy. And I like to slide them like that. And you notice I'm doing this chord right here, and I'm just doing the same thing. But watch if I drop my hand. What do you think I'd get? What do you think I'd get if I drop this fourth finger there? Did you know I get, if you drop it all and bar it, did you know, forget about the top, you're getting a C9 for free. How do you get a free C9? What is a free 9? Mom, Dad, what's a free 9? A free 9, it's not a free 9. It's